Hey, what's up, class? Professor Calderon here. Um, Welcome to the Wild Wild West. So, this is the Western that we're going to talk about. The interesting thing about the Western is it's the one genre that predates film. There was an audience already made for Western, and it was through literature, photography, and painting. There was this sort of mysticism, this infatuation, this curiosity about what was happening in the wild, wild west. So when film came out, it just brought that audience in. Why not? Money, right? Uh, the western sort of builds upon this American mythology. It creates the icon of the gunslinger and the gunfighter, the cowboy and the stagecoach and the U.S. Marshal, the bounty hunters. This American mythology is born from the Great West, and these rough hombres are the ones who are taming it for us. The landscape has a lot to do with the genre. The landscape is wild, and it is our manifest destiny to reach the other coast and tame it. And there are unknown dangers and savage Indians out there. That's the sort of mindset. And it takes tough cowboys to really tame this country that's harsh and unknown. And most of these films. Oops, sorry, I see a typo. Most of them take place on west of the Mississippi River. Okay, the land is unknown and it's harsh. In the early years of film, L.A. was perfect for the western because L.A. wasn't as populated as it was today. So there was a lot of sprawling land. So you can really you can really capture these Wild West looking territories and locations. They even used filters to accentuate the presentation of the sky, to bring out the colors and make them pop. They adapted 70 millimeter film, which is a wide format film, and a wide format for presentation to give it that awe factor, that vastness. And because film had the vastness, the epic, the Western often took on the epic form just to reflect that vast, huge landscape. Okay? The prominent directors was Howard Hawks and John Ford. John Ford was credited with saving the genre because he established a creative working relationship with John Wayne, who was a main staple in the early Western genre. Okay. Then in 1967, the Western spaghetti came around, and this brought this sort of dark edge to the Western. The protagonist, Clint Eastwood's bounty hunter, he would shoot first. He was cold-blooded, you guys. He wasn't this just sort of sheriff or cowboy or bounty hunter on the prairie. No, this guy was cold-blooded. And these movies were shot in Italy, specifically by Sergio Leone. One of the well-known ones is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So that's spaghetti flick westerns. Today, there are barely westerns made. At one point, they were 20% of the films being made. Today, westerns sort of hold a nostalgic appeal amongst filmmakers, but there isn't a big audience for them. They're more of, harkening back to the day when technology was just coming in and we had this drive and this mythical figure of the cowboy going across the prairie. We don't have that anymore. The gunshots, the The gunfights aren't even exciting anymore because now we have crazy special effects, visual effects that outdo it. We have the Terminator shooting, 1,000 rounds per minute. We don't want to see six shooters. So it's an outdated genre that sort of can't keep up with our cravings for action. And that's it for Westerns, you guys. Enjoy the reading and take note of all your questions on the quizzes. Let me know if you have any questions or if you need to meet with me about anything.